So it's been our goal since day one, so it's just fantastic to be here. Obviously, we've got to go out and play the best game we can possibly play, and I think we're in a right frame of mind. I think the preparation's been excellent. Looking forward to it.
The sentiment from your players this week has been that you haven't been able to get that full best performance yet. So what has been lacking in your eyes, and what do you want to see today?
It's just little individual things, from the players. We've got certain KPIs we want to attain through the course of the game, and haven't quite been at that level. But we put ourselves under a fair bit of pressure. We've actually raised the bar when we first come in. So if we can raise the bar again today and meet all our expectations, and everyone do their job, and collectively, we play for each other, we'll get the job done.
Jerome Luai has been unbelievable for Samoa. What makes him so dangerous?
He's been allowed to play first and foremost, so he's a terrific player, so he understands the big time, he's played the big time, he's been successful in the big time, he comes with those big plays when it matters, so, it's something that we've talked about, we've prepared really well on that, I believe, so we'll just see what happens, but at the end of the day, we're just going to worry about ourselves, we're going to make sure that we do our job really, really well, and we should be able to counteract that.
Yeah. What gives you confidence then? Why the Kangaroos are going to be the World Cup champions this afternoon?
Because we're going to play like we want to be champions. Really that simple, So we've got to focus, like I said. We want to win the World Cup. So that's the focus for us today. It has been through the whole tournament, how we grow, how we build this team, the cohesive combinations and things like that. So I'm expecting our best performance today.
Good luck, Mel.
Thank you.
Mal Meninga there, he has been there and won all of that. Nathan Cleary, though, it's easy to forget, this is his first ever tour, and even though he's a dual premiership winner, Brandy, and widely regarded as the best halfback that we have in the NRL, even Munster said he's only just starting to come out of his shell a little bit and grow in confidence in the representative arena, because having the green and gold on your back, or even the blue for New South Wales, it's a different challenge, it's a different pressure, and you'd imagine, we just heard Mal talking about Jerome Luai, man of the match in the last 3 games for Samoa, full of confidence, full of cheek. He's going to make a beeline for his best mate from Penrith.
Yeah, look, Jerome stepped out of his comfort zone in this tournament, and he's won 3 man of matches, and I think they're all disappointed with how they started the tournament up against England. And Jerome, because he plays with Nathan both at club level and rep level, you don't have to worry about him. Nathan takes care of everything. You just play your own game. But Jerome has stepped out of his comfort zone and marshalled the troops in the last 3 games. So he's become a bit more of an organiser, but his footwork has been deadly and provided Samoa with a number of tries and opportunities. Up against Nathan, who, look, even Nathan knows that he's been battling. He has been battling. He's made a couple of errors. He's kicked out the full things that you don't see. I think it'll click tonight. I think 3 games now with Munster. This is his 3rd game in the halves with him. I think he'll get it right tonight. And the number 7, the halfback position, sorry, not the number 7, comes with great responsibility when you're playing for Australia or we win. And I think Nathan will.
So that's something that Samoa will look to do. I think, the young lad, Sualihi, he needs to have the game of his life and probably the game of his career. If Samoa are going to win today, they really need to look after Harris Tavita playing dummy hard. It's their 3rd choice hook. They've gone with a big bench. And, you can worry about what Australia are going to do, shifting the ball, but they'll come to exploit him. He's inexperienced in the 9 position, so those middle forwards are really going to have to look after him. Do plenty of defensive work, so maybe Harris Tavita will move out and defend on an edge, which obviously is going to be more taxing for those guys in the middle.
Just listening to Mal Meninga talk in the pre-game there to Jake Duke, they've prepared really well. They've had a focus on going into this World Cup to win it. And the way that they're going to play, he spoke about Jerome Luai being in great form, but he's been allowed to play. So we expect the Australians to come out and really start to up the energy, particularly from a defensive point of view. And then with the ball, I expect them to go right through the front door, really sort of get some ruck speed. That man on screen, Tedesco, he'll be bobbing up and around the ruck, and then they'll pick apart their edges quite well. I'll look at the edges. Olingi South, Jaden Sewer, and Oregon Kafusi will be there at some point. And I just don't know if they have the firepower, what it takes to come along with the Australians if they are to get it right. On the flip side of that, as Brandy sort of touched on already, their outside backs for Samoa are electric. And if they're able to get some time and space to play with, it's going to be one hell of a battle. But I expect the Australians to go nowhere else but through that middle corridor, particularly for the first 25 minutes.
One part of their game that they have had right throughout the tournament is their defence. Australia's defence has been rock solid, and Mal's right, Corey's right about the room that's been provided to Jerome. You know, he mightn't get a chance to use that footwork tonight. They'll be up in his face. They know how dangerous it is. So, and the man I think that has had a quiet tournament is Latrell Mitchell. Latrell could be ready to open up tonight.
It's kind of hard to know where this Australian team are at due to the week-to-week changes. We're not really seeing the combinations that we've seen in the past with that very famous spine that Australia have, you know, reeled out for a decade. It's really hard to know where this team are at. They were tested last week, but they managed to find a way. And I think for Samoa, they need to try and play on this lack of combinations, lack of playing with one another week to week if they're going to have a chance. That's probably one of the only weaknesses that this talent-stacked Australian teams possess.
Jimmy, alarm clocks are going off right around the world at the moment. They're tuning in for kickoff. You mentioned mate versus mate, but you left out the two biggest nuisances out there. That is Junior Barlow and Regan Campbell-Gillard. We spoke to Reggie. He thought maybe there would be a gentleman's agreement. Jimmy, this is right in your wheelhouse. If you are getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning, what do you want to see off the kickoff?
Yeah, well, that's it. Someone's going to tee off. It's one of those you're saying to your captain, can we please kick off? Because that first carry, I've been on the receiving end of the 2017 World Cup. I was taking that first one, and my former teammate, David Clement, came to meet me off that, and it left me a little bit stunned. Yes, it took me a while to come to, but those are the moments that you're going to see. So when you've got people like that, it's you can expect some fireworks over there at Old Trafford for sure off that first run.
We are getting ready for kickoff in Manchester, and the Samoans, they're so proud to see their culture celebrated right around the world, and such as the outpouring of support. It's even reached Hollywood. The team from the NRL Roast, they got Samoan superfan Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You smell what the Rock is doing? Here we go. I am to bring this message with boundless love and boundless reverence and respect and boundless pride. For my boys, my Usos, the Toa Samoa rugby team, they are going to the men's final, the Rugby League World Cup. This is a big deal. They are making history in the world of sports, in the world of rugby. This is the first time that our island, our country, our culture of Samoa has ever gone to the finals for any sport. They are making history, and I could not be more proud of them. We could not be more proud of them.
It's the Red Bulls. Siria ma le pizza fu pasere o tangata ma le liu la langi. E afu mai fa mai le pipisi e iai ma le fatu. La resa. Fa mai o le ate ma fatu na o ma le mai suka. E tu sale ma le fasi ma tasi miliona tangata e tau sanga tasi. Samoa la vai o fa mai le pipisi. Le mafu anga o le tele ma le ufa flose. Ma lu su ma le pipisi. Tu Samoa. Wa hawa le tino kuta. Fa o tangata ma le su ma le padua. Le ona su ma fata o sanga matu tua. Le famo fio na fia i fa mai le pipisi. O le tu langa la matu o le su. Eu não afia ele fa mai le pesi a sua mai le ulo pa. O le leta uma fototau, tau fio a ma rosi. O le le fa mai o ina le tino, o le snap, o le ile uma mafia mai filifilinga tatu te faia. E ma faia mai le afia mai fa mai le pesi. Ya tatu filifilinga tau. Tu le tapa, tau filifilinga tau. Ya tau fa ava ma rosi. Fa mai o le tino te miu. Ma fa tau o se ki masani fa mai. Faia mo oe, faia mo roa inga. Change for life.
Last week. Oh, look at TikTok.
Facebook. Upside down.
Hey, baby.
Here at Comtech, we offer an exceptional service and strive to achieve the best results for our clients, and our enthusiastic team is second to none. We implement, design, and install
CCTV, security camera systems, network wireless and wired systems, managed Wi-Fi systems, backup solutions, security access door systems, extractor variety of mail storage devices, UPS systems, trims, printers and toners, desktops, laptops, and servers, computer parts. We also offer PC repairs, technical support,
Is that your story?
POS systems,
Yeah.
hardware, and software.
Need to take our work. Get it done here at Comtech.
You can't handle me. Maybe we should go there.
To the boys, guys.
What? Mom, Megalodon's in here with 3 zombies. Well, they're gonna get me. Zombie pandas. That's hard.
Latest in quality fashion wear.
We have side by side. This is the moment.
They made it theirs. I break into the
The teams down the race, out of the dressing rooms at Old Trafford.
Ow.
The Australians may just keep the Samoans.
Oh, I'm gonna turn it.
A little bit of cat. About this for the player. Here's the bit they warm up on ground. Wait until you hear the reception for Samoa. When they came
But
out
he
for
do
the
not knock this out. He's gonna
There
give
was
us a
tears
lot
that
of
were
thank you time.
Australia times it by 25 for the men in blue and white. No question, no doubts about where the crowd favouritism is for this game this afternoon.
Where's your favorite?
So on to the theatre of dreams they come. To Samoa and the Australian Kangaroos. Can barely contain the smiles. To the audience around the world, to those watching in Samoa, how are you feeling this morning? To the Australian fans through Fox League,
Moment of truth.
this is an occasion above anything you may have watched. What a walkout, Kyle. What a walkout here. Yeah, incredible. Just the whole atmosphere, the whole vibe. And we mentioned it already, this is a World Cup final. A chance to be in the history books, Fossey, for each and every one of those players. The Samoan team, they've drawn on family, playing for their family, playing for one another. And Australia, of course, the juggernaut in the machine of Australia that they are. looking for that World Cup final win. American silverware. And of course, the Beckham's and Ben sit out the 40 at Old Trafford.
Are you watching that live?
Is going to be something special.
Finally.
So now let's go on ground. National anthems of Australia and Samoa in the countdown to kickoff of the World Cup.
Is there supposed to be quiet because of that?
Whoa.
That's your first deal. I didn't know it's a first deal.
Are you just ever lonely? I mean, Megalodon, you're
Carla. Hey. How much is that?
Stay away from the
strong.
don't knock into it.
Together for the national anthem of Australia, performed by Amelia Bertolini.
How much the game? Lagging a little bit. Australia's going to lose.
You probably just lost it.
I'm good. I'm all the way.
I can tell you the fans have been milling around Old Trafford for hours today. I reckon I stood outside the ground for 2 of those hours and saw every single NRL club represented by fans, every jersey, every British club represented across first, second, third tier. It's a wonderful field. The Australian side locked in from Tedesco at the back through to a bench that includes the likes of Harry Grant and Cameron Murray. And this Samoan side, I say again, got me thrilled for all players. The 19-year-old at fullback, Joseph Swallow. Just 24 NRL games. Here he goes.
Obisa.
To lead his team.
Hurry!
Okay, wait. What do I do?
Upgrade.
How
$1.49 month.
Oh my. Seriously.
Remote.
Close enough. The Australians will know what brand of toothpaste they use. That is
It's the
getting them ready. It wasn't just Junior Barlow leading his teammates. He was leading his nation and his people from everywhere in the world just there. Lions, an Australian side that is wall-to-wall superstar. There's also an element of mate versus mate tonight, as we know. The Penrith connection coming up against each other.
no, he
Jerome
didn't.
Luai, one of the
There's
quotes of the
$3
tournament.
when they pass for TV.
There are only brothers.
Did do it?
They're trying to do it.
There are only brothers and enemies
I
here.
didn't watch my live.
And the Samoan side, and right up front, Parramatta teammates, the Parramatta Eels represented. They may take the first hit up, they may lead on the first tackle. Junior Barlow and Regan Campbell-Gillard. Crowd whipped into a frenzy. Ashley Klein, what a year it has been for referee. We caught a Grand Slam in Australia, 3 Origins, a Grand Final, and now a Cup Final. Well done to him. He's as excited as anyone. And to all the officials who have worked through this World Cup, they've enjoyed the experience.
Yeah. I'm dripping.
Hi!
Put it in place, son. Put it in place. Get things underway. It has been the World Cup of Togetherness. We've had the PDRL, won by England. We've had the wheelchair, won by
Bucky.
England.
Yeah.
The women's won by Australia. And now the men's. Australia versus Samoa. Applause for 13 seconds.
Wow.
Come on.
You could say get this body because that's the feel in this stadium. No fan segregation. Supporters backing the respective sides, sitting side by side. We are underway. Rugby League at the Theatre of Dreams. And it is
Ooh. No, no, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, not today, bro. Not today.
You will know, as far as field dimensions go, the actual 100 metres is
Really
fine, but
done.
the goals are as small as any you will ever see. Now Campbell-Gillard is in charge, and his Parramatta teammate was there waiting for him with Jerome Luai. Hunt is the starting dummy half, and as they go centre field for the Australians.
Oh!
First
That
to go
almost
will come
his
from
shirt
clear
almost
Oh,
came
okay,
off.
now to it.
I know there's
Swally.
experience, I know there's some
Go, Scotty!
still have to be nervous. There's Martin
Man, that
Shot.
kid, man.
Leahy there. slightly. He,
Oh
such
my
a,
gosh, it's
and he,
good. Can you cancel? Oh my gosh.
It's fine. We won't have the issue now.
No.
Hey,
the quarterfinal against Tonga. Here again, a young fullback. He just rips from tears. A ripping tearing
Done.
at Old Trafford on a Saturday afternoon. Jerome Luai with the ball underneath of his arms. One of two Australians who played against Samoa at the 2017 World Cup quarterfinals. Home scored 5 tries on that occasion. Here's Whiten on the run. And the Australians just inside their 30. Liam Martin. And what an occasion for this young man, his mum. Maxine is in the crowd. First time she's ever been outside of Australia. What a moment. Tedesco. Just clipped short of half. Hunt now. And Munster, dummy and left.
No, bro.
Good defence.
Nope.
Royce Hunt there with Anthony Milford. This time the kick is from just inside the Samoan half. Out to right wing. And there is Brian To'o. Now Meninga, Adrian Lamb, Michael Hagan, the coaching staff for Australia. Matt Parrish, Jeff Toomey, Lee Radford, Andrew Farrell is among those with Samoa. And Frank Pritchard has played an important role with the team as well.
This is one part of the field that Australia are going to have to really front up and muscle on, is the back 5 carries. For Samoa. Over 800 metres made last week against New Zealand from those back 5. Incredible numbers from them. There's a kick out from Harris Savita. Inside 40. He's got the angle. Side unofficial flag stays down. Holmes is with the ball. I thought for a moment Chanel Harris Savita had pulled it off. He certainly did, but what a save it was from Tedesco. We'll get another look at that, Julie, at some point. But Harris Savita as well, climbing into Whiten. Just look at this, the slow-mo on it, he's in touch.
That's out. Out.
Yes.
That was out.
Controversy. They say they are big fellows. Australia with the ball. And it is Tedesco over the 30. We are calling from high up above the fans of the gantry at Old Trafford. We have the eagle-eye view of it. Up now for Yo and Travojevic. Good defence so far from Samoa. You wouldn't say it's anyway marching downfield from the Kangaroos. It's 3 sets and kick. And not from an attacking position. But the challenge is, Bossy, as we know, it's keeping it up for the next 76 minutes against Australia. They will be patient. They'll happily build into this game, and when the time's right, they'll strike. But for Samoa, they just have to take the hits to them. You know, New Zealand tried Australia last week with the offload game. Well, Samoa, they have the most offloads in the competition, 74 of that. And my word, the young fullback started incredible tonight.
Oh, goodness.
And now, about to go inside the Australian half. With Oregon Kafusi. Parramatta Reel off to the Cronulla Sharks next year. Milford pushing along to Sewell. Crichton is there with Campbell Gillard and Yo. But they are in position for an attacking kick. And it is Luai who will provide it. He's put it out Holmes' way. Mayer's getting through.
Oh, yes!
Play on, still the last. Luai bounce. Luai keeps it alive. Now Harry.
Yeah, that's it, boys! That's it! Oh!
And it's over the dead ball line.
Just a fraction too long on that kick there. But Jerome Luai, far too much time to put that kick where he wants it. May's able to climb up, knock the ball back, Lafayette, and it's hot potato stuff from there. The kick too long from Crichton. As that O'Carr now carries the ball just over the 30-metre line.
In goal areas would be no more than 4 metres. And then you hit the fence in quite a hurry. If Brett Morris is watching tonight, he'll have memories of the 2013 World Cup final. Here he slipped over the edge. Australia into the Samoan half, a set restart. And then it's forward pass.
Nice one,
Back
pass.
of a set restart. What a blow.
Oh no, old Fusu.
Kangaroos.
Well, it was too quick, wasn't it? It was off the back of a Liam Martin carry. He does everything so well. And Holder just jumps out, tries to catch his namesake, the opposite number, 15 in Hunt.
Forward pass.
On the back foot,
Now you're fighting.
forward pass.
Ang outman look for the ball lead man ang yellow look
Angus
for
Crichton,
the
Steve Crichton on opposite sides, but no relative there. Not halfway. Great signs early in this contest. To'o. The real personality players from the NRL. Now with Sua. Samoa inside the 40. They have the better field position so far. Malo just pushing along. And they edge a little closer with Hunt. And he has been an unsung hero, absolutely, for Samoa here. Career best football. Harris to beat it to Milford.
Just got the timing wrong there, outside of Milford.
Put the clear hug on. Harris to beat her. Malo. Luai. This time, angle run inside. He's out. One of the try scorers from the semi-final. Right off road. The referee allows it to continue. And Harris to play it just outside the 10. A last tackle play. A pinpoint can the kick be? The stepping Luai. Harris to Milford. Run it. Sewer with the ball. Fend away. Oh, put on Crichton. It was on the bounce. Play on. Still the last tackle. Crichton appealing that there was an Australian touch in there. Sideline official contributes a little to it. And then Australia appealed that the ball was thrown away. It's a bit messy, all of that.
But it's not a bad place to turn the ball over 15 metres away. You see everybody just trying to offload it well. And in the end, the Australian, the green and gold jerseys, they just keep turning up. And sometimes defence doesn't have to look perfect. You just have to keep moving. Don't stop until the ball's back in your arms.
Sound advice that. Tedesco 15 short of halfway and good defence again. And Crichton, Harris to You know the story. Sound advice that. Tedesco 15 short of halfway and good defence again. And Crichton, Harris to You know the story. It would be his last game ever. Here he is at Old Trafford. He's giving up the NRL. Taking a break. He may not be back. He's the starting hooker today for Samoa. Hunt now. Cleary. Martin. Cleary was bowled over after passing. This time Holmes. For Cleary. Pressure on him. Spiralling kick. It's singing its way out to To'o. It bounces back. Mitchell into the game. Loose ball. Risky play by Campbell Gillard. Tuck it back. Australia on plan C. Now it intercepts. I didn't like plan C. And Samoa come up with the ball.
Real scruffy ends up there from the Australians. And actually lose ground on that last player. As Ben To'o cleans up the loose ball.
On halfway again, Luai. Sal bumped his way to Cleary. Ball again on the ground. Mayer's up to it. Again, in terms of first grade games, he is still looking past Tony May. 22 NRL matches.
Of course, he missed that grand final, didn't he? That scored 16 tries in those 22 games. Great return from him on the world stage tonight.
So leading on that run, attracting plenty of attention. And over the top, Crichton was low, short side raid, Sua put up the bumper bar. Crichton again in front with Munster.
Hey, get up.
This is good pressure from the underdogs. Luai's kick is too deep. And Whiten will spread back to the 20. Look out! Whiten's on the run. And links up with Holmes. He turns so inside out. Jason's coming. Swally, he knocked him off his feet. Holmes up again. Australia 25 metres from the Samoan line. That is a zero tackle. Tedesco on to Cleary. Look out. Here's Munster.
They were working the Foxes' way. And O'Carr waiting out at left wing. Samoans now all back on side. Short side to Disco. Milford, good contact. Crichton off the offload. Now Cleary. But that is only early in the count. Again the short side, Munster. Tedesco hungry for the ball. Campbell complete stop. Crichton went through. Crowd thought obstruction play. Cleary. Yo. Can't get between defenders. Good work Samoa again. 8 metres out from the line. Right turn. Dummy and run. Just caught. Barlow important tackle around the legs. Last play. A dab and Luai is able to shut it down as his Panthers teammate Liam Martin went past him. We're talking about putting the game on its head there. A long kick from Luai down the one end of the field and up the other end in a blink of an eye. It's Luai who grounds the ball down and forces a goal line dropout. Australia defence to attack. The speed at which they did that was remarkable. Gee, that was a little closer than what you thought. The way Luai had to bring it back in. Martin for a fleeting moment must have thought, here comes the first try. Line drop out. Joseph Swali'i on the kick. Cleary, Campbell Gillard. To rip again. Oh, yes. Oh, the two front rowers. Big shot. 30 metres away from the line. Cleary for Trebojevic. And he fell into that tackle. Kafusi got a decent shot at him. Now Cleary. This is Munster. The Munster dummy. Samoa that is so dangerous. Hunt. Out of dummy half. Turns around defenders. Gets to within 3 metres of the line. Cleary will go to dummy half. They are set to the left-hand side. Here it comes. Yo with it. Up quickly. On Crichton. Stephen on Angus. Short side again. Beautiful hands. Mitchell. Latrell Mitchell. Strong. Powerful. Unstoppable. Has his moment. And Old Trafford. Australia on the board first.
Man, we have a very good team. Guess he took us straight at 13
Just
minutes.
look at the way he accelerates onto this ball. There's no one stopping him there for his fourth try on his 9th cap. The South man just rips onto this ball. It's hard and direct, so difficult to stop. So close to the line, we see there the little kick through. Luai, he has to dot the ball over the line. It's 6 more, and on the back of this, he gets on the outside of Milford. And nobody can stop him. He's far too big, too strong. And it's the first point on the board there for Australia from Latrell Mitchell. Those who watch the NRL will say they've seen that before, that bump. What an imposing figure he is. And that's the reaction from the coaching staff of the Kangaroos. Wow, look at the intensity of that. He scored his first test try in the opening game against Fiji. He followed up with 4 pointers against Italy and Lebanon. But that's a big one here. In the final, the first of the match. You can take it back, can't you, to that kick from Luai there. Far too long. Whiten able to catch it in the in goal. But the transition from attack, and from defence to attacking. Little short pass there to Val Holmes, and they're away. Cleary, 29 from 39 this World Cup. He'd be disappointed with that. He's worked very hard. His first one is from the touchline. Cleary, he hasn't struck it anywhere near well. It's come down to the crossbar, and that has been the story for much of the tournament. He's not even got the distance on them. You know, when he's either pulled them wide or they've all been quite short. We just see the try once again. Milford there turns his hips, and as soon as he does that, Latrell Mitchell just broke through that hole. What is bizarre about the goal kicking is that Stephen Grant is the second choice to Nathan Cleary. Grant has hit it beautifully at this World Cup. They're using the same ball in the matches.
at the World Cup, but Cleary just hasn't been able to work it out.
Just don't think we've seen the very best of Nathan Cleary in this World Cup yet. You know, without being too critical on him, he's got by, he's done his job, yes, but we've yet to see him grab hold of the game by the scruff of the neck and burst into life. It's a high tackle there, isn't it?
Martin. He got hit first and then fell into the tackle. This time with Trebojevic. Struggling to have Big Tino for Sil Malawi and Grant and Murray and Carrigan to come off bench. Tedesco has been very good.
Incredible, hasn't he? 272 metres last week, 8 tackle bursts as well against the Kiwis.
Kick from Hunt. That's good work as well. Samoa right in the corner. Green and gold jerseys everywhere. And a little pendulum swing in the final over the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Well, this is where Australia are exceptional. Just pinning people into corners, going after them, attacking their attack with the defence. You see here now 2 or 3 plays gone and nowhere near any ground made. It's a little late offload.
Came to a halt as went through for practice. Maybe a dress rehearsal for a try. Tackle has been called held. To'o with the ball. Australia conceding just the 4 tries at the tournament. Looking to hold their line intact again here. They've done so through Senates. Luai's kick. Big bounce. Holmes is with it.
Well, if you're looking into past results, Ossie, this is the 4th time these two have met. And on average, the scoreline is something like 46 points to only 9 or something like that. You know, Australia have Fox has gone through it. Here's the way.
Look out! And a goal! Tedesco, the captain's away! The Fox, the man to set up the try for James Tedesco. He's not the fastest on the planet, Tedesco, but he's still got enough toe, he's got plenty. And it's some moment for Australia and its skipper.
Well, he got the service from the fastest man on the planet, didn't he, the Fox? The beautiful carry, just gets in between players. And like all good fullbacks, they sense it, don't they? They know where the ball's going to come alive. And he just pushes hard up alongside him, takes a short pass and gets it away. It's a nothing carry, really. The defence there from Samoa, it has to be much better than that. He does everything right there. A 2-on-1, was the fullback. James Tedesco slides straight under the black dot. Just this carry here, in between Liggy Tau. Jerome Luai can't answer. Harris DeVita trying his best to stop Tedesco, but the damage was done there.
Okay, guys, if you haven't already subscribed because it will limit the number of people that views the live stream.
That's the 40th try for the tournament for the Kangaroos. And it is Tedesco who gets it, as I mentioned earlier, played for Italy at the 2 previous World Cups. He was just a kid when he came over here in 2013. He was understudy to Anthony Minicillo. Tedesco played in the centres for Italy.
Just to go back to my point before, Bossy, 52 points on average Australia have scored when they played Samoa. Just a hard direct carry in behind the ruck. Matt Parrish will be disappointed with his middles there. Have to do a better job on outside backs, protect the ruck, that is king. James Tedesco with a joy on his face, clearly a monster in there too. A superb start in the opening quarter, 10-0.
Second tries Australia, 3 tries Italy in the career of James Tedesco at international level. Campbell Gillard ready to rock and roll again. And puts him on his back. Every time he's run the ball, big number 10 for Samoa has been waiting. Oh yeah, quickly by the defence. After force an error here, Samoa, but there's some ominous signs.
Yeah.
Australia on the front foot at the moment.
There are some worrying signs. Australia now just getting in between players, playing at a different speed. Off all to where there again.
Right in this time. And straighten. This is a big set following up from points. They're 42 metres away from the Samoan line now. Yo,
how good is he? I say to you,
Middle forward. Back for Cleary to provide the kick. This is going Toto's way. Here comes Anaka. Oh, Anaka got himself in the way. Klein says play on. Now, well, you can take your pick. He's already blown time off. Was it a case of Anaka making contact with May, with Toto? Did Toto make contact with Anaka? Because
I think Adokar just stops. I think he has every right to stop there. And I agree with the referee. I think that's an error for me. I don't know what Adokar's meant to do. He stops dead there. He has every right to do that.
You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's one of the debate on the mid-air tackle front, isn't it? Because he's just stopped Adokar, but that has...
Well, he can't disappear.
No, I love arguing rugby league in November. I think it's fantastic. Australia from the scrum. Hunt for Munster. Munster in monster mode. When he does that jig, you never know what's going to happen next. Looked up Mitchell's side. They go with Campbell Gillard. This is a huge set right now.
Well, they're loading up the right here, Bossy.
10-0 scoreline. All but two are on the right. Cleary. Oh, he went past the face. Past the nose of Munster.
Great read on Tim Laffey. Shutting down to Desco. Taking meters away from him.
Superb in the tournament, Tim Laffey. Wasn't him in the squad. Interception. The Samoan squad when game one took place. Australia now 10 from the line. The ball slowed down. Hunts to the right for Munster. And Martin. Yeah, Laffey was there. He came over the top there. Sow in the tackle as well. Munster. Cleary. His kick is towards the upright, but wide. And then, wow, took a left-hand turn. And they go down to the Old Trafford Valley.
Got a little bit fortuitous there with that bounce. Cleary. It's a wonderful kick. You can see what he's trying to do. Everyone flattened up, and it looked like it was going to be too long. And Crichton, in the end, just has to give the big left paw. Knock it over. But it's more pressure, isn't it? 6 more to go. Can they turn pressure into points?
The highlight there, you're watching from afar. Behind these dead ball lines is an accident waiting to happen. Campbell Gillard off the back fence. Oh, what a run!
Well, he's hit Marty to Powell straight on his backside, fresh onto the field. And he looks like he's rocked him, to be honest.
First involvement, that was something. Monster Mitchell, here's Anaka. The Fox will take him on. Crichton with the tackle. Australia now just 6 metres away from the line. 2 tries on the board. Cleary, Munster, dummy, right side, Hunt. Oh, juggle to Desco. Forced back in field. Weaving away. Instead of going right, they'll go left. To Desco. There he goes back right. Right in front of the sticks. To Cleary. Thinking of passing. On his back. Good tackle, Samoa. This is desperate defence. To Samoa in survival mode here. Oh, Mitchell! Was he held? Klein said no try. Ashley Klein on the spot. No video reference, just denies it.
Oh, what strength here to get in between to Vita Harris and Papali'i, and he just drops the ball there. Was there a need from the fullback? Swalili.
Klein was right there, and he backed his judgment on that call. No protest from the Australians, no captain's challenge. So we've done very well to hang on.
But I think that's the word, isn't it? They are hanging on at the moment. 24 minutes in, they're feeling the heat of the game. Tedesco there, just him flashing across the ruck one side and another, and you know, it took him about 4 or 5 different players to pull him down. They're worrying signs. Spaces will open up for them.
This has been the most involved Cameron Munster has been at the World Cup. Proving what a dangerous player he can be. Now, Papali'i, you talk about your great players. Big Papa up in the front row here off the bench. He won this run over the 40-metre line. Good carry.
On the tournament, him.
Last tackle with Luai on the run on the back of a good hitter. But down to Holmes. Here comes Lixow, and Holmes did well to evade him. And that's a pretty good recovery set from the Samoans to get Australia outside their 20-metre zone. Carrigan's into the game, so too Cameron Murray.
It certainly is, but it's what they do in these next 4 or 5 tackles that will determine the outcome of that set. There's 2 parts of the game, isn't there? There's the attack and defence, and the last 10 minutes, Bossy has just really seen Australia just open them up.
Here's Munster kicking from 5 metres inside his own half to a corner again. And it's gone touch and goal by hitting the corner post. That's a good result for Samoa. It becomes a 7-tackle set.
Yeah, that'll certainly help there. The kick from Munster, just a little bit shy of where he wanted it to be. And an offload again. That's one thing Samoa are willing to do, is promote the ball. As Crichton now tears it over on that far side.
Starting front rowers off for Australia here. Kendall Gillard and Trebojevic.
He's not backing down.
Making changes up front. This time to bow over halfway. Harry Grant is getting ready to come on. With 13 and a half minutes remaining until half time. Milford serving up a short ball there. Now Harris to Vita. Mbalo and Luai. Step in front of Martin. I believe he with it now. So they come back at the Kangaroos. This is more than recovery now. They've got a chance to put on some plays here. The Australian defence gets tested 20 metres out from the line. Last play. Luai will be the kicker. Here he is. Ready and set. Out towards Mitchell. Ball saved the try. Knocking the ball down. Play on. Bubbly with it. If Adokar doesn't get a hand to it, Topo scores in the corner. Set restart. Here we go. 10 minutes away from the line. A crowd left.
Go! Oh! Yeah!
And held up.
This is better from Samoa, isn't it? Asking questions. That kick over on the far side, and Fox had to get that left hand to it. Otherwise, it was a dead set try. Off the back of that, Junior Polo with the offload. What a take that was. An important knockdown as well.
That's your rugby league equivalent. And God, here's Barlow with the ball.
Again, offloading the ball. It's causing the Australians trouble.
Luai. So he didn't look to his right. And he's rocked in the tackle of Crichton and Munster. But they're only 10 metres away from the line.
Boys!
Suddenly he will take the steady out to the middle. They're set again. The crowd is at their back. Harris to Vita. Boyden gets some energy.
Oh! Ah!
Straight in the breadbasket of white.
Big chance gone there. You just felt that they started to rock and rattle Australia. Milford just can't take that pass in. One half combining with another. And it's Whiten who cleans it up.
Harry Grant on the first run. You just got the sense there that what could happen if Samoa do manage a try before half time. The way the crowd suddenly added the electricity to this stadium.
Well, I think if everyone took the coats off here tonight, Bossy, there'd be blue Samoa shirts under them all, wouldn't they?
Yes, Samoans for a day, joining the true believers. Munster with the ball now. This is classic Munster. He is jumping about the place today.
Just trying to find a gap, isn't he? A lazy defender.
Cleary this time. Digs the gets nailed in by Tucker. 10 from the line. Last play. Grant. Shots up. Grant shot ball. Martin's gone over. And has claimed the try as well. Martin has got up claiming it. Right in the corner. Sideline official could not be any closer. And has put just a little question mark on it. We'll go on to the video referee to determine if Australia has its third try. Martin's hearing none of it. There's any doubt.
Okay, video referee, 2 match director. Sample 5, we have no try. Can we check all available angles on the grounding, please? Does it maintain possession, or is the ball lost? This is exactly the angle I'll need. Got the ball in right now. Can we just go back on that? Can I just roll it back?
He'll miss the ball, left hand stayed on it for mine.
Keep going back.
Keep going back, can't you? Oh, the left hand, the right comes away. I agree. You know, from that left hand,
Okay, right hand, it's on the ball. It's still on the ball. The ball is grounded. I'm happy I've viewed all available angles.
The referee is Chris Kendall.
That's a super point start for Samoa.
It really is. Liam Martin. And it is one of the most beautiful stories of this World Cup for this Australian side. For Liam Martin, his mum Maxine, the crowd, first time she's travelled overseas. Her brother, Liam's uncle, only passed away just a few days ago from motor neurone. And Liam has said he's playing with angel wings here. An emotional day for the Martin family.
It all started with the error, didn't it? Milford can't take the pass in. And then just great work in deception there from Grant. And Martin, just the willingness to get over that try line. Tim Laffey must do a better job here. Just gets in between, centre winger, far too easy. And Martin, named in the team of the tournament, the back-to-back grand final winner with the Penrith Panthers, has just scored a very important try in the context of this game because it just wins Samoa, really. It takes all the stuffing out of them. Only moments earlier we were talking about nearly almost getting over the try line themselves and getting this game to 10-6. Well, as Australia do so well, a blink of an eye, it's 14-0.
Really again. Outside the 20. And he's pushed it out to the right. This is just so unclear. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the kick of Nathan Cleary, one of the best in the business.
Maybe a new kicking tee on his Christmas list. Santa Claus will bring him one.
So it is a 14-0 scoreline to Australia with 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. By the way, Nathan Cleary only missed 13 shots at goal this year in the NRL. So 13 misses in the NRL, and he's missed 12 at the World Cup.
So Australia now.
Murray. Just short of the 30-metre line. And we say these big matches, if you're minority crowd support, you play to the silence, and they've done that there with that third try. The Kangaroos. Different energy in the stadium. Here's Yo with the ball.
It just makes what was already a difficult challenge even more for Samoa. You know, to come back 14-0. It's going to take an awful lot of work, isn't it, to do that against this side. I've got the quality in there, there's no doubt about that. On the balance of play, it's an advantage Australia, isn't it?
And that's clearing. And this one towards his Panthers teammate. Toto was there. Well, they got the players, Samoa. There's no doubt about that. They've got match winners. They've got blokes that can score long-range tries. I mean, there's Crichton. There's one of them. The two winners, as we've mentioned. And very good halves in Luai and Milford. There's the ingredients for points. They're going to find a way through this Australian defence.
What an award there from Marker.
Offload. Must have got a hand to it. Knocked back. Spencer Lemieux was out there. He's playing with what Dr. Voss would say is a bung shoulder. Whatever it will. We probably won't know the full extent till after the tournament. But I was told that in normal circumstances probably wouldn't be playing. But he's battled on. Luai. Cut out ball. Left. Now for Mark. Cleary gets across.
No!
Luai loses it over the sideline. The cover defence from Tedesco. He's into the brickwork.
Why you get scared so easily?
Tedesco in cover mode on Luai.
Look at me.
That was an exciting passage of play.
Don't get scared.
Even when they looked like they were caught out here with that pass there, that cut-out ball to Lafayette. Just look at the green and goal here turning up. First
I
it's
don't know why
Cleary,
you're scared of me yelling.
then Val Holmes, then Tedesco. Jerome Luai punches the floor.
There you go, the high shot show. And once you go over that
You're not be
precipice,
scared of anything in the
you're down
world.
in the brickwork.
There's nothing to be scared about.
Obviously doesn't happen too much in the EPL. Whiten with the ball.
With some points on the board.
And then Yo on for Carrigan. The insurance policies would be big on the EPL players, wouldn't they, if they did go flying over the sideline like Tedesco just did?
Not so bad, yeah.
It'd be high premiums.
Just there, that stat that came up on our screen. 21 tackle busts for Australia to 12 for Samoa. That tells you quite a bit of the story, because they're just ploughing through the middle. Here's Tedesco now. Another bust in there for him, and again, and again.
That's great from the Australians.
Ooh!
A combination like that, Grant, Yo, Tedesco. Now Cleary. And Munster, the Munster dummy! And slowly he is there, has got one in the head. Luai not happy with it, an appeal to the referee. Samoa thankful to have possession.
Just look at what they're doing here now. Ossie, 3 numbers in the tackle, just not letting any of these outside backs find the front and dictate play. Once again, just look how tight they are in the ruck. It's all on Australia's terms here. Toto now. He does better.
4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. It's around 25 to 5 local time on a Saturday afternoon in the UK. Lights now take full effect. Luai and Milford, a kick. Adokar is there. There's no big chase in front of him. He might take full advantage. Here he comes. Almost back to half line. That's not so good to see a lack of chase.
Well, it's the kick pressure from Harry Grant. He just got in the eye line of Milford. He has to just hack the ball away. No time to put the kick where he wants. And the Fox, well, he knows exactly where the ball's going and just rips it back. And it's deja vu here for Samoa, continually defending the final third of their half.
Grant, Cleary, dummy.
Oh, that's good.
Puts the nose through.
Ooh!
Just hang on in defence. 20 away from the line. Threats everywhere across the park here from the Kangaroos. Carrigan. Last play. They have to find a way here, Samoa. Grant and Munster, short ball Martin. They've locked up the ball with Holmes and Whiten unmarked on the outside. The tackle had to be made and was.
Oh, it was good defence, wasn't it, from the left edge of Samoa? But 3 players there weren't able to deal with the carry before, and as a result there was numbers short in the defensive line, and he managed to shut that play down. Papa Lee there.
With some more metres for his tally. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's just lost his cold there. It was like everything had come to a complete stop, and it just squeezed out. There's no captain's challenge. He knows he's in the wrong here. Don't often see this from Brian Toto.
He's just lost it, hasn't he? And again. He got away with the first one. Almeninga and Adrian Lam all collapse of that. The door of opportunity opens here for Australia. 25 metres out, 20 in field.
Pain on the face of the coach, Matt Parrish. Spraying at everyone on the open side here. Cleary, Munster. And again, a tackle that needed to be made. Lafayette was able to get the job done. Harry Grant, Tedesco, and whips it along for Martin. Offload for Whiten.
They fancy this left edge, don't they, of Samoa, and a number of times they came down that side of the field. Something there for them.
Harry Grant, Cleary, got it flat-footed. Now Yo, drifting, and this is going Mitchell's way. Crichton got a leg. And they all come from everywhere. Top there to make the tackle with Milford. This is Cleary. And then Yo again. And the crowd thought, come on. Come on, sir. Shepherd. Australia still with the ball. Harry Grant. Tedesco. He got one already. And just caught a couple of minutes short. Last play, Australia. Grant, change of mind. He's caught with the ball. It comes out. And Samoa have hung on again. That wasn't Australia's best.
No, it wasn't the best from Grant Tiber. He shows one way, but the numbers are on the right-hand side, and as soon as he switches back there, the Samoans are all over him. This is better from Australia.
The push.
It's going to be a penalty, is it?
Them back in goal, and boy, no, I don't think they want to take the drop out with 20 seconds to go.
I think we'll just get in the sheds and
4 defenders up on Louis Sal there.
it's a big man as well to push over.
He's taken 3 bounces. Is he at the, he's taken 4 bounces. I think he's at the free throw line there, and we're going to shoot for basketball. But anyway, he did the job. No more play. 3 tries scored in the first half of the World Cup final. It was Mitchell, it was Tedesco, and then it was Martin. 1 goal to Nathan Cleary, and Australia at half-time, leading Samoa by 14 points to 0.
Australia are 14 minutes away now from becoming the World Cup champions in Manchester. They lead Samoa 3 tries to none. Corey Pucker, we knew that Latrell Mitchell was in a bit of a mood when he does things like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was off the back of a Jerome Luai poor kick, and off the end of that, they come down the other end, and Suoliti does his best. But Latrell Mitchell, 3 metres out, running with a head of steam, very hard to stop, and got the first try for the Australians, who go into the half-time break 14 points to 0.
Yeah, great pass from Nathan Cleary. He took out 3 defenders there, and Latrell hit the space, and very hard to stop in that situation.
Well, as well, Crichton had come out the line. He floated the line. Great defensive read. But Australia too smart. They recognised Crichton was out of position. They attacked that short side. Mitchell too strong, too powerful. First try of the final.
What a way to ring in this World Cup final. Australia defensively resolute. They lead 14-0 over Samoa. Coming up, all the first half highlights from Old Trafford. You're watching the World Cup final live and exclusive right here on Fox Sports.
Latest in quality fashion wear.
exploited by a lot of energy. That's why
Mom,
it's
where's
cool.
the drawing board? Mom, where's my drawing board?
It's tasty, fishy, and it's made in Samoa. Kuma, your #1 drink.
The kicking goal, a quick tap from Jack White, and he linked with Val Holmes. Off the back of that, they got a repeat set, which led to the first try game, Jimmy, and really possession and field position belonged to the Aussies after that.
Yeah, and that's what Australia do. They punish you for errors and they don't relent in their pursuit for victory. So that poor kick goes against Samoa, and then bang, the Aussies react and go up the way. And for me, what's really stood out for Australia is their defence. You know, they were under pressure a little bit there. Josh Adokar knocks the ball down, and then they forced the error from Samoa. And again, when Samoa make the break, they've got numbers in the picture, and what a fantastic tackle covering the defence from James Tedesco. He's been fantastic.
Yeah, and just on defence, Corey, plenty of missed tackles for Samoa.
Yeah, we spoke in the pre-game about how Australia were going to take on Samoa, and it was through that middle third. And I mean, they had 29 missed tackles, Samoa, 18 of those have come through that middle. So we saw there with Tedesco try come off the back of the Josh Adokar through the middle. They'll continue to go down that path. They've had little ball, only 8 completed sets for the Samoans.
8 sets.
8 sets against the Australians, which makes it very, very difficult. But at 14 points to nil, they'll go into the sheds with a little bit of confidence if they can come out and strike first in the second half.
The Aussies just trampling Samoa, twice as many run meters, but you see just starving them off the ball. For the Kangaroos, what are they doing so right? Even though it's only 14-0, we've seen these landslide scorelines, and yet we haven't been satisfied. Mel said it's been clunky. It hasn't been as slick as we'd expect from potentially the world's best rugby league nation, but this is the Kangaroos we've been waiting to see.
Yeah, it is. Hearing from Mal Meninga at the start of the game, he spoke about the preparation and the way that they've done the homework, particularly in the Samoans, and we've seen that in different patches. I mean, they've been able to go through with real high tempo through the middle and create some genuine ruck speed. I mean, Tedesco's been terrific, up over 100 run metres, scored a try himself. That was a real pivotal moment. Only in the couple, only in the 8 minutes, he was out. So they got that one wrong, the Samoans, hard done by there. But it's just through the middle. They're just unable to hold on and really dominate possession through the middle.
Yeah, it was always where Australia were going to come. Obviously, we mentioned in the pre-game piece about Harris Tabita playing in a dummy half position. You know, you've got to expect that they're going to come there. But I think from a Samoan point of view, you're happy with considering the amount of ball that they've had, you know, completing only 8 sets, a mountain of work to do in defence. So if you're Matt Parrish and you're speaking to those guys in the dressing room, you're saying, boys, come on, if we can put in a 40-minute performance, we might actually get the victory here. You know, we're in the fight. Yeah. We're in the fight, and those last 2 sets there were crucial. The desperation in defence from Samoa on the try line that saved the game, or saved the potential for an 80-minute game.
20 is too much to run down the Aussies. You don't run the Aussies down if you're trailing 20-0, but 14-0, they're still in the game. And as Corey said, if they can strike first and get the opening try and reduce it to 14-6, well, it's game on.
Samoa must be the first to score after this break. It is the Kangaroos. They lead 14-0. A huge second half coming up from Old Trafford, and at the end we're going to crown the new World Cup champions. You're watching the coverage live and exclusive right here on Fox League.
Seria uma pizza com você, mas vai tomar de lugar na langa. É a flor mais fácil, ele é pizza e aí mais fácil. A maioria até não faz nada, mas tu sai é mais fácil, mas assim milhões de pessoas já estão. fama yo ile tino te biluma for fata wo se ki masa fire boy fire mo no ba change for life.
Oh, you guys got a plan for
Latest in quality fashion wear.
Here at Comtech, we offer an exceptional service and strive to achieve the best results for our clients, and our enthusiastic team is second to none. We implement, design, and inspect
CCTV, security camera systems, network wireless and light systems, managed Wi-Fi internet voucher systems, backup solutions, security access door systems. We stock a variety of NAS storage devices, UPS systems, drones, printers and toners, desktops, laptops, and servers, computer parts. We also offer PC repairs, technical support, POS systems hardware and software.
You don't need to take our word for it. Get it done here at Comtech Expert.
one more half to go. 40 minutes for Samoa to try and find a way back into the contest. Try and feed off the energy of their fans in the stadium. 14-0 is that margin at half-time. This wonderful stadium. Played home to rugby league at just formed. Simply incredible, folks, to be here and to be now part of the Jillaroos in New Zealand playing in daytime. We saw the start of this match in daytime, but now full nighttime live event, even though we're just shy of 5 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. The ground before we get the second half underway. It will be off the boot of James Tedesco. No scorer from the first half. 14 points is the margin, and the second stanza is underway. And Josh Papali'i takes the first run of the second half, and the green and gold defenders there in numbers straight away. The offloading game of Samoa remains a threat It's whether the offloads can then produce light breaks. There haven't been too many in the game. This is Samoa on that run.
They've been so good, haven't they? Playing off the back of those offloads, like you mentioned, Bossy, and being able to take meters as they look to move the ball from right to left. Out here wide. Tulagi. Oh, it's another error there.
Crichton lost it. Knocked around. And boy, that's not what you want in your first set after half time. That's ill-disciplined play.
It's sloppy, really, isn't it? First set of the half. You're 14-0 down. You just want to get through that one more play, kick the ball back, and then apply pressure through your defence. Samoa, they only really had 2 opportunities down in the Australian territory, and both times came away with an error. And that's okay to an extent down that end of the field, but what you can't do against this side, this Australian side, is give away possession cheaply, because they will make you pay.
Cleary and Munster. The dummy, you know it's going to happen. You know it's there. He still throws this pronounced.
And that's something that gets taught all the time when you're previewing a player with a dummy. Don't fall for it, don't fall for it. Monster puts the idea in your head, and guess what happens?
Yeah. Murray taken down there. 25 metres away from the Samoan line. Yep. Carrigan back through the centre. Not able to pass. We didn't see Tino Fasumalawi in the first half. He's still waiting to get his first minutes in the final. Brandon Murray, nice exchange. Cleary does the same. Tedesco with the ball.
An error there. Tedesco, he just juggles it over his right shoulder there, Bossy. And Ashley Klein deems it to be a knock-on.
He's the captain. If he wants to challenge, it doesn't have to go through anyone else. The player involved, and he questioned, but he remained silent on not firing in a challenge card.
Pitchers don't exactly justify that decision, did he? But it doesn't matter. Never seen a referee change round and turn his mind, not without a captain's challenge.
Still interesting that Joe Tedesco, 20 metres out from the line, didn't use the challenge. Penalty Samoa.
Monster there in that wreck. There's 4 times that he's done that and executed it in this World Cup. And on that time, it's deemed a penalty. The players can't pull out in time, and as a result, it is a penalty. Correct call. Samoa, from that error just moments ago, they haven't really had to do anything. The Gillaroos in the crowd all there watching on, cheering on their countrymen.
It's certainly worthy of a celebratory drink after an awesome performance. Their Theatre of Dreams moment ran for 80 minutes. It's a performance of excellence.
The rest of the world's got some catching up to do to those girls.
Now Marlowe with it. Oh, out in front of Luai. Play on. Play on. Mays with it. Puts himself covered there. Big shot. Martin there. Harry Grant was getting across. You just do the job, and they did it. Tiny May.
Just thought perhaps the kick back inside there from there was the option. Martin and Grant, what a contact that is on Grant. A desperate tackle and had to be as well. I just thought May could have perhaps done a reverse kick back to the centre of the field, hoping that there was a Samoa player or players advancing onto it.
I'll call that a crash tackle rather than a shoulder charge.
It's not textbook, is it?
It certainly wasn't arms wrapping around, it was just crashing to him.
Whatever it takes.
So Australia with the ball. They've found a way down the right-hand side defence of Australia.
Just think back to that one in the first half, Bossy, don't you? The one on the left side, the other side of the field, where the Fox had to get his hand to it. How important was that knockdown?
Yo to Carrigan. Carrigan close to halfway. Grant and Cleary kicking low. Holmes getting through. Swalehi is onto the ball. Nice play. But no freedom on the chase. Cleary had him. It's like you can sort of detect a straight through the first 5 minutes of the second half. They've gone back to 0-0. They've gone back to laying platform, grind them down.
Exactly what they did in the first half, wasn't it? Just went set for set. Negated any threat that Samoa had. And as the game, the fatigue set in, they're just able to up the intensity, up the ante, if you like, and crucially be able to post points.
Now, Luai on that left edge. 9 minutes inside their own half. They reach the end of the set. And it will be Milford, the kicker. And this has gone straight to Tedesco. And there he is. He scored a try off an Adokar moment. I think the crowd want more Adokar. He's become such a personality player of this tournament. He's one the kids all want a photo with, Josh Adokar.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Creating superstars of the game. Likeable characters, and Josh Adokar certainly is that.
Quite ran straight into Milford. Oh, Holmes has put it down. There's an error from Australia.
Savita Harris as well. I think that's his neck on. Because he was out cold there.
Well, this is the bad luck that has cursed Samoa through this tournament. If it's another injury, we'll have to review all this. Watch what happens to Harris Tavita. Crichton, bang.
There, he's gone there.
The four-up.
But that's the end of his night.
I wouldn't call it, in a sense, intentional, not by any stretch. But if it was the other way around, if it was defender on attacker, then it's penalty and you might see something, but you be the judge at home here.
I don't think there's anything too wrong with this. We get another look at it. Crichton picks up the ball. Harris Tavita goes in. Oh, no. I take all that back.
Yeah,
It comes to the end of Crichton's night. This hit, Bossy.
it's a dead ball situation, and the elbow is raised. It looks worse, obviously, the more you slow it down. But there's head contact on for all intents and purposes, the ball's dead. The ball is out of play.
Bossy, the way he pulls his arm back after that, to me, tells me Crichton's instantly thought, oh no, I've done something wrong here. Just watch on the replay. As soon as Crichton makes contact, the speed at which he drops his arm and pulls it back suggests that perhaps knowing what he's done there.
This big.
This is a big moment.
Oh, we get dramatic too on to that Harris Tavita, but no, he's leaving the game. That could be his last game in rugby league, what you've just witnessed there.
Baila.
I think Crichton might be lucky to
Buddy.
stay on the field.
The ball. Luai.
And this would certainly...
Well, I think you're getting a spoiler alert there from Ashley Klein in discussions with James Tedesco. You are about to see penalty at the very least. Then it's a matter of either send-in or send-off.
I certainly think he'll be spending a moment, a spell on the sideline, whatever card this may be. The colour remains to be seen. But one thing's for certain, is Harris Tavita. That could be the last act of his career, couldn't it? You mentioned he's taking time out of the game, but he's going to have to leave the field tonight. Huge call coming up.
Jerome Luai coming up the sideline. I think he needs to talk about dummy half and how this is going to work. He's having a chat with Spencer Lenu. If Harris Tavita will have to go from the field. Stand by, folks. Big moment in the World Cup final. Crichton called out. 10 in the bit. Not a send-off. 10 minutes in the sin bin. A big 10 minutes coming up for Samoa to try and find their way right back into the contest at 14-0.
Well, I think he count himself lucky there. Angus Crichton.
Tell you what, for half of Samoa, to Uber deliver dummy halves because they've run out of them. They Danny Levi, Palomino Brown, Tyrone May, Chanel Harris Tavita, they're all gone. They've had 4 different ones that are all gone. Milford to power the run inside the 30.
Well, for me, Bossy, Samoa have to get points in this 10-minute period with Crichton out of the picture. They have to score.
Lenu charging into the Australian defence. Tackle number 2, 20 metres from the line. Milford has gone into dummy half. Luai is running the show. There is Papali'i. Go! This time the right arm loaded up. Paolo was the support player. That would have been a bulldozer on the run. Here's Luai to the right for Crichton.
Stepping in
Go,
front
go,
of
go!
Munster. Just nowhere to go there. Two players in front of three in green and gold jerseys. Excellent defence.
So we play the ball. Ryan Tottle. Lulai. Back to centre field again. Barlow. Milford. Charging in from centre.
He come a long way there, Jack Whiting.
Last play. Samoa. With Lulai. Running it. Swelling here. No try to make. Kleiner's got it forward. I think he's spot on with a call.
I have to agree with you, Bossy, there. Swat Leahy, the offload there, just goes forward, doesn't it? The correct call. But Samoa, there's a couple of chances where if somebody was pushing it on the outside, the arm was free, wasn't it?
So Australia with the ball. 15 minutes out from their own line. At 14-0. And a bit over 8 minutes for Crichton to serve in the sin bin. Carrigan raises the ball. An unforced error from the Kangaroos.
Three back-to-back errors there, Bossy. Two of them coming out of yardage. How costly could this period be?
Marlow with the ball. Crowd right behind the blue and white of Samoa. I reckon the Rockers up at the moment. He's getting a little pumped in this set. Papali'i with the ball. 7 metres away. Yo wraps his arms around the ball there. One offload. That could break open the defence. Luai. Swalehi again.
Go, 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 go!
Right on the goal line. Grant and Carrigan, the defenders. For Luai. Then a pass on the bounce for Crichton. He has to take the run. They lost a little bit of shape there. They lose Milford in the playmaking role. He's dummy half again. Papali'i, he runs it on. He's a couple of centimetres short of line. Great defence. Swalehi again. Luai runs out of space. Last tackle. Pick up Milford. Trying to get a kick in. Now offloads. Mays with the ball. He's got the kick in. The ball is over the dead ball line. Australia defend.
Well, they defend brilliantly, don't they? A man down and just everybody turning up. Passes are loose, kicks are threaded through. And in the end, Harry Grant just watches that go over the dead ball line and they breathe a sigh of relief, Australia. But for Australia, it's so important now, after those last few dodgy sets, that they get through this, kick the ball back and just apply pressure. Adokar now trying to inject some pace in behind the ruck.
I'll be honest, we've got a bird's eye view of the game, but I can't really help you as to who is playing 5'8" for Samoa. I think they've just got the set forwards at one half in Jerome Luai. He is jumping up every that's been lost in the ball by Mitchell. What is going on with the Kangaroos?
It's 4 errors in a row, and they're just inviting Samoa to crank the pressure up. They've threatened in the last 2 sets, Samoa. Is this the set that they open up Australia? So uncharacteristic from the Kangaroos.
Yeah, well, Luai holds the key to it all. That's the beater. He's completely out. Champ goes up. Luai with the ball. This is quite incredible. We're at Old Trafford in Manchester, north of England.
And the chance of Samoa.
There's a check for Samoa. Oh, there's the ball strip. Munster. The stripper with the ball 10 minutes short of halfway. Big play there. Boyovich going to come back into the game for Australia. Carrigan the man off. And Bungie about to get his first football of the night for Samoa. Mitchell on that run. But he said how important Samoa it is for points. What if Australia score? Grant on the run. They're 25 from the line. No quick play ball there. Trebojevic in a dummy half roll. Tedesco now. Dummy to Cleary. Oh, goes outside. Contact. Martin knocked off his feet. Play on the call. Whiten with the ball for Australia. 15 from the line. Last tackle. Grant to Cleary. Cleary ball! What a pass! Murray's over for Australia! Nathan Cleary puts on a play. That was superb service from the Australian halfback for Cameron Murray to score a hammer blow try for Australia on Samoa.
Well, what a beautifully executed play there. The pass from the halfback monster was incredible. The line unbelievable. And Cameron Murray, he scored a match winner last week against New Zealand to book his place, his side, into this World Cup final. And could this be the match winner here? Just gets in between Milford and Crichton. It's a beautiful line. A poor defensive read from Milford. He's left grabbing air. And Cameron Murray. What a player. What a try.
Yeah, the Penrith co-captain delivers the pass for the South Sydney captain. That's an NRL reference for those two players. You know, all the controversy coming into this World Cup around Australia was about the numbers, the numbering. Well, it doesn't matter about the numbers or the names. It doesn't matter what's on the back of the jersey. It's about what's over the heart. And you saw them united there. Who cares what number they're wearing when they put on plays like that? The 14 to the 11. And here he is, Cleary, to put them 20 in front. 2.5 minutes remaining in the sin bin for Angus Crichton. Cleary from Auckland's in touch. Strike, he's got this one. Cleary set up the try and converts it.
Boys.
It's 20-0 in the cup final. What a tournament for Cameron Murray.
Yeah, named the team of the tournament as well this week. Just look at that line. Anthony Milton, he has no answer for it. He loses sight with his eyes on the ball. And it just evades him. A wonderful change of angle from Murray. And slides over Adrian Lamb and Big Mal. Labelled that one too.
He goes long. Australia one big step closer to retaining the World Cup. 11-time winner of it. Great Britain has won 3 occasions. New Zealand that one-off win in 2008. We've been going since 1954. I wonder what the pioneers of the World Cup think of it now. So we've got teams from Italy, Greece, Jamaica, all playing. We've got a Women's World Cup, wheelchair, PDRL. How good is it?
Well, it's been the most inclusive and diverse World Cup yet, Bossy. A huge celebration over here on these shores around the greatest game of all, Rugby League. Monster now threatening, taking the line on.
Last play, Australia. Cleary. What's a spiral, that one? Yeah. Oh, Swaley with the ball. So they got, well, there's a penalty. I was going to say Samoa would have one set against the Australians, one man down, but they're not going to get it. And if I'm Australia, I'd probably bang over the 2 and soak up the time here.
I think you just keep playing, Bossy. You're 20-0 up.
This is Crichton on, and because he's in air, he's made contact with him. And that's what they've ruled there. Oh gee, it's a glancing knock. But penalty awarded. And there's discussion between Tedesco and Cleary.
Just going back to that try as well from Cameron Murray. They did that down to 12 men. Had an awful start to the second half, Australia. Multiple errors coming out their own end, but they were just able to absorb all that pressure, defend it with a man down. You see there the wheelchair players, the World Cup champions, the English wheelchair team, enjoying their view from the box today.
Australia on the attack, 10 metres away from the line. Crichton is about to rejoin the action. The Kangaroos fans at Old Trafford
You guys not gonna win.
are on the edge of their seats now. With it. And dummy and run. Markers have to be alert at all times. Harry is in pile driving mode.
Set up the whole of that right hand side, and everybody in the stadium, including myself, thought that's where he was going, such the depth of the attack. Harry Grant there, just an opportunistic attempt of a trying to catch Samoa out, but they were alert.
Back to the 10-metre line for the restart with Cleary and Yo. Crichton's ready to come back on. He's on the sideline. He never went to the dressing room. They let them sit in the dugout. Australia halfway through the set. Cleary again. A dummy in step. They are now defending for their lives. Crichton returns. It's 13 on 13. Grant sees space right. Tedesco loses his legs. Tackle there from Lenu. In fact, we got a penalty. Samoa there.
Obstruction, I think it was, as Tedesco steps back off his foot. I think it might even be when he catches that ball on that far side. The back rower there just impedes Milford, and he can't get off and make that tackle. So
that lead runner, his job is to go through the line. He's instructed the defence. So Samoa are relieving penalty, but you know, we're getting down to that have to score next set time. 23 minutes to go. Luai with Papali'i. Milford working left side and spinning Lafai. One of the players of the tournament. Barlow's had a field offloaded in the Crichton tackle. Papali'i now with a ball that's strong from Australia. They've forced the error. To scramble after that error from Samoa. That was great work from Australia there. On for the biggest hombres in the Samoan side.
Well, they were just trying to power the way through, wasn't it? It was the offload by Barlow first. And then Papali'i, he tries to promote the ball, monster all over him.
And pass on at this point, Carl, the crowd here at Old Trafford, 67,502. So watch the World Cup final. With this incredible venue, Whiten with the ball. Australia now 22 minutes away from victory. Trebojevic.
So consistent, Trebojevic, isn't he? One of those unsung players who just does his job so well.
Still waiting to come on for the Australian side. Cleary, Munster, Mitchell, then belly ball out of the car. Here he goes, the Fox with a kick. Crichton, was he onside? Has he got the ball down? That's the questions. Munster, I thought Crichton might have drifted in front of Adokar. I don't know whether he got the ball down.
Tackle 3. I have no try.
That's why they think they're dealing out of referee the big dollars, because I'll just throw it over to them there.
What an athlete that man in the picture is. Just look how he gets around Ben Toto. So easy. The speed of the man is amazing.
Check all available angles on onside, offside, through to ground.
Put the kick through as well, but does he get grounded?
Players must have both feet behind the ball to be classed as onside. Pause the ball at the foot. Yeah. All players are onside. We can go to the grounded, please.
Crichton's onside, we can confirm that.
Surely gets his foul, doesn't he?
Oh. Takes possession there. He then loses possession of the ball.
The pressure from Milford's enough, isn't it?
Available angles. I've made my decision.
That's all you need to see. They're still in the contest. Yes, it's 20-0, but no worse than that. And again, with an error in goal, it becomes 7 tackle set. You get the extra tackle. Samoa with a 3-metre restart.
Look, we're in that part of the field now where Samoa, they have to take a risk. Look, it's only a risk if you go on and lose, and at the scoreboard being 20 points to 0, they may as well try something.
Tottle on the run back. So some of these main threats in the Samoan side, you'd say the Kangaroos' defences.
Yeah, they've been brilliant on them, haven't they?
Oh, there's Hunt on the run. Spun out. Oh, tackle. Little hand there from the Kangaroos. Yes, there was. So tackle count has restarted. Pick him up on this run.
This is where they're at the best, Samoa. You know, going into this, they were able to roll down the field better than anyone else in the competition in terms of meters gained.
Now, Luai, Salehi, they're there. The pass there from Lafai. Just incredibly skillful player.
Just needed that last pass to be on the money, didn't it?
They missed the pass.
Now Luai back to centre field. Milford and on for Royce Hunt. Oh, lifted up. Back for Barlow. Sal. And the Australian defence again too good. Holmes up on Laffey. The Luai. And then Papali'i on the run. He's 25 metres from the Australian line. Milford in that dummy half roll. What a responsibility on this man. Luai. Trying. Oh!
Yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! That's why you listen, man. Look at it.
Finds its way into Tulagi. He's able to tip the ball onto Ben Teal. Watch this here. The left over the top, trying to catch out lazy defenders. That's a beautiful ball on the money. But it's a simple catch and pass. And is this the moment, Bossy, where Ben Top just gives Samoa a bit of hope, headed into the final quarter of the game in the Rugby League World Cup final?
Oh, Blanton swimming trying the corner. It's a big moment. But it is only one. It is only one. They were down by 20. Crichton, every kick important. But
yeah, boys.
There's new energy, and that's with respect to Australia. I mean, it's not mean spirited. It's just that the fans that have come along, the neutral observers, have adopted Samoa as their side tonight.
I just liked everything that Samoa did lead up to that. Papali'i, Junior Paulo back on there, carrying the ball hard and direct, running to promote the ball. And Jerome Luai asking questions, delivering passes. Ben Samoa scoring tries. Can Crichton convert this? You backed him at the start of the game.
Yeah, well, that's the commentator's curse. 53 NRL goals in his career as opposed to Cleary's 499. Crichton! There you go. He doesn't look Samoan to me. As we're in the outside. His family tree is the Samoan heritage. He's just a geezer.
The ball over the top that was. Really wide. Boy, if they can get another one. Yeah. The elephant is sure will be up for sure.
I don't know whether you want to see that. So, Samoa with the ball. Papali'i to bring it back. 20 points to 6, although...
Boys,
against the 12 men. You know how different they've been able to score, and Australia got the points then.
Just can't stop thinking about that first try as well, Bossy. That first chance, that Samoa had, whether Fox gets that back down.
Oh, boys!
They tried for Toto on that far side in that first half.
Now, Barlow up through the centre. So following up from points.
Paulo is a Paulo.
He's not in this tournament, hasn't he? He's inside their own half. He knows the pain of the big quarter-final loss to Australia back in 2017. The 46-0 defeat. Papali'i played in it. Barlow played in it. Luai played in it before it even played first grade game in the NRL. There's Luai's kick. It's down to Holmes. He's with it. They're riding every moment. The crowd is Holmes.
Yes!
Back over the 30.
Send the Leua.
Well, not quite chasing hard enough through the field, and while Holmes spots that gap. So many of these players in Australia give them an inch, they'll see it and take more than a yard for sure.
This time, Murray on the run. Still.
Put Ellis in man. Mock Ellis in man. Let us start here.
Part of the squad. I'm here. With the ball.
Okay, tackle.
He's 42 metres away from the Samoan line. Centre field for Yo. That was like a
oh, boys!
Could have been run away. Samoa down, 38 metres or so left to go. So leading on this run, straight carry.
Go, 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 go.
Now they're 28 metres away from the line. Down by 14. Junior Barlow. Crank cheer again. Murray, another technically superb tackle. Milford, Luai. Then in for Hunts. They're playing
Go, 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 boys.
with a stopgap dummy half and
Apa kaki dah sekali ke bawah dalam.
Luai everywhere. Here he is again. Luai. No hand in it. Play on left eye. Still the last tackle. Australia. That is a big result from that set. Big result.
Poor pass from Luai, wasn't it? Right behind everybody else. You lose 20 metres.
Don't touch the
Australia have to just react to that loose pass, and they're there, aren't they? 3 and 4 of them there to shut down any more pressure on that far side of the field. As Munster now has a little scamper into centre field.
I know, I'm sure one of the discussion points post-game, and people watching this in different parts of the world, how unfair it may seem that a player is taken out of the game, play shot, player only serves 10 in the bin, and now Samoa find themselves in this predicament with a playmaker out. It's an argument for post-game. Hunt to Desco, dummy, and then onto his knees. Malawi is now out there for Australia. Got a player to have to come on with 14 to go. Pushes a Daisy kick out to Tottenham's wing. Ryan. And Latrell Mitchell over the top in the tackle.
You mentioned there, Samoa Ali coming on, averaged over 160 metres a game this year in the NRL. Fatigue starts to set in, having a big destructive ball carrier like that, but this is better from Samoa.
Tuilagi won the end of that ball. Just got to keep, that was the shot from Whiten. They've just got to keep backing those offloads. There may be an error from it, but it's there. It does appear to be their best hope. They're 30 metres out. Luai, cut out ball.
Passi.
Clear as Tom show there. Nice play, Samoa, Luai, Milford, the kicker. 35 metres out from his own line. The Fox does it to bounce. A second time.
He thought about coming for it, then slammed it in reverse.
Yeah.
Patiently waiting for the ball to bounce up into his arms. This is where Australia are really good, aren't they, Bossy? They're able to just the sort of the nuts and bolts of the game and just advance up the field. Carries like this from the strength he has. But they know how to see a game out.
2 points to 6 might prove to be enough, but if they score again, that would certainly be a massive blow. Now for Campbell Gillard. He's on. Trebojevic has gone off. Cameron Murray off as well. He certainly played a role. Cameron Murray again. Hunt, a dummy half. Switch for Cleary. Inside ball. Inside Munster. Tedesco, here it is. The Australian captain has slid over the edge. It's like a water slide celebration. He's a kid again. The captain of Australia has a try double at Old Trafford.
What a brilliant Australian try that is. And from the captain, James Tedesco, represented Italy in the last World Cup. And he's just scored what could potentially be the winner to give Australia their 12th World Cup win. What a passage, all the 9, 6, 7 and 1 all combined there. We just see Junior Paulo's not able to work hard enough at marker. The space opens up, the air defender's too wide, and Munster just that gorgeous, clever little inside ball. And James Tedesco sprints 18 metres over.
It disappears out of sight. I've got to correct you, Carl. It's not the 9, 6, 7 and 1, it's the 3, 7, 4.
Well, there you go.
One of the big talking points, but beautifully structured.
Just so well executed, wasn't it? It was almost like on the training ground. Regan Campbell-Gillard, I think it was, who plays the ball, actually goes onto the floor to make sure that the 6 and 7 can combine. James Tedesco loitering around with intent. Pop for the green and gold. What a replay of James Tedesco's face. I think he saw his life pass before his eyes as he was headed over that dead ball line down into the pit. Here is Cleary again. Can Cleary match? Well, his last one from this side. He's got it again. So he's 2 from 2 second half. The margin is back to what it was with 10.5 to go. Just watch the detail unfold here. We get to see a replay of that try once more. It's the best try of the night for me. No, that a short kickoff is coming. Step to the right side here, Samoa.
He's 67,502. Here's the kick. No, they've gone down the middle. That is a most unusual short kick. I don't think Josh Bowley has a jump in him, and that probably needs to be told. He was the lead chaser. Now Big Tito on the run for Australia. At 26 points to 6. Melbourne Ingers Kangaroos. They've time in a set.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
It's amazing.
Man!
His ultimate moment. The interception. Over here in the north of England. They still hail Brett Kenny as an absolute great of the game. One of their favourites. He was a master of the intercept. Crichton is delivering much the same as Bert used to do. He knows how to score on the biggest stage. That try last week. And now one here tonight in the World Cup final. He scored in 3 NRL Grand Final straight wins as well. Just pinches the pocket, doesn't he? Whoa. He's going to bring it round closer to the posts. Head up. You have been Crichton. You're not the first, you've been Crichton, and you certainly won't be the last. No. So, celebrations again, but it's 26 to 10. Now the clock is the enemy with 8.5 to go.
Over.
Well, you've got to remember here as well, and this is no disrespect to Samoa, but they are a second-tier nation in their first World Cup final.
Seriously, this guy. No disrespect for Samoa, but they're a second-tier nation
on this, don't they? Well, Carl, I've got to be honest, if you watch the kick by Crichton, we're talking about NFL sides going over to America based on the support that has come from the USA. I'm taking Samoa to play a match on American soil. It's been quite incredible. Crichton's kick again. This one, bang on. 26-10. Just look what it means to the fans, the people of Samoa. They just
do 3
They've almost won by being here
3
tonight,
tries.
Bossy, aren't they? Well, I don't know the players. No, I saw a clip ever so briefly this afternoon of one of the Miami Dolphins NFL players. But the highest paid athletes in the NFL sending a video through to Toa Samoa. So, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, well, The Rock. The biggest name in perhaps the world. Gee, that's all right. Yeah, The Rock, he's on board. Now Tedesco. At 26 to 10. 7.5 to go. Crowd is saying one more. Give us one more. Harlow. Driven sideways. White has defended really well in this final.
What? I hope you win.
Now to Towel with it. 26-10. I tell you what, just to get, if they got the 26-16 in the next few minutes, how loud do they get at Man United matches? Can a rugby league crowd produce a greater volume of support? They're 12 metres inside their own half. Milford, Luai loses his foot in there. The last tackle it is. A bit of a miracle play here. Milford will try the floating bomb. Tedesco is ready for it. Yes, well done. The Aussie captain, 2 tries next to his name. He's got a terrific highlight reel now in the career of big matches and big tries. He's done it in grand finals and state of origin deciders and now a World Cup final. Oh, he's all class, isn't he?
Kendall Rams Jr. from the southwest of Sydney. Captain of his country tonight. Adokar with the ball. Over halfway. Jillaroos beat New Zealand in the women's final earlier. And fists for the big double. Yo. For Campbell Gillard.
No.
And RCG with some post-contact meters. 35 metres from the Samoan line. Hunt now. Tedesco. Right foot step. Tedesco to the 20. And then for Hunt. Clary, this could be it. Munster, kick, hook kick is fielded. Samoa, they didn't get it right. Crike was running through. And Samoa with the ball, but now there's only 5.5 to go. So it's this set or never. They're there to score points. Samoa, they're not going to score it with defence like that.
Stand now, right here, wait!
Yo and Fasua Malawi there. Crichton. So two of the Penrith boys have scored tries for Samoa here at Old Trafford. That's for Samoa. Then Liam Martin, the try scorer for Australia.
What a season he had at the Salford Red Devils over here.
Barlow goes by. Sewell with the ball. Having to straighten up Mitchell there. And Mitchell has stripped the ball away. And he will rule knock on against Australia as a result. We'll need to get the restart going pretty quickly here.
Just see here. Mitchell, I think it is, with arms all over the ball there. Pulls it out, rakes it away. Right call there by Ashley Klein. He's had a great game tonight, hasn't he? The referee, the man in the middle.
It's a combination of a huge year. I had a chat with him during the week too. It is 20 years. Game. He just passed his 20-year anniversary. His first game was a crowd of 750. I think it was Workington against Featherstone.
Upload!
Samoa with it. A few zeros to that 750 now. So 20 years in the caper for Ashley Klein. Second up final. Samoa 38 metres away from the Australian line. Junior Barlow bouncing into Campbell Gillard.
He's been incredible tonight, just carrying that ball forward, offloads as well.
Milford into the cul-de-sac. Barlow with it. Another fin, offload, touched by Australia.
6 more.
The count restarts, but there is only 3.5 to go. 3.5 minutes.
He didn't move back in time.
Milford.
If Milford was able to pull up that play,
half. Very unfortunate for Chanel Harris to beat how things have ended for him. This is Milford. Too wide. He's still been brilliant.
yes!
Tackle by Yo. By Spencer Lendu, who runs as hard as anyone in the game. Luai with it. 10 is out. A dab kick.
Oh, no!
And that should just about do. It would have been absolute last throw of the day stuff, but Australia have enough. They lead by 16. There's 2.5 minutes to go.
It was an Italian kick, wasn't it, from Jerome Luai?
fight!
Dad, did you see that?
Come on!
Did you see that number 4?
We can reveal
Why you don't leave my
in the final is the Australian captain James Tedesco, as selected by Jonathan Davis. In commentary with the BBC, Tedesco, Australian captain, new player of the match. 2 tries as well. And a night for him. Hunt, Cleary from inside the 40, from inside the 40, and he's got it over the sideline. Australia might just ice the cake here.
You get that sense, don't you? You think that there's one more try left in Australia. That 40-20 kick. As we enter the final, 90 seconds or so.
Hello, we've got a speaker on the field.
Oh, here we go.
You might not see something at home. I'll tell you something, you're not missing much. He's got a Mankini on. Now Meninga's coming down to the sideline. There'll be a little hold up in play before we see Australia play out the last last 90 seconds. They know they've got the trophy again. They know they've got the World Cup for the 12th time. They know that they've defended. They've made it 3 in a row. They came into the game having scored 46 tries for the tournament. Will the meter stop at 51? Can O'Carr get one? He's equal with Valentine Holmes with the World Cup try-scoring record. This was the first of Tedesco's tries off the Josh Adokar run. And that was a moment. And here's the second. What a move. I think you're right, Carl. Best try of the match. The way this try was put together, yeah. Sort of well executed. The setup before it was incredible. Quick play of the ball. Off the back of it, they're just able to pick and pull the Samoan defence apart. There's 90 seconds left here. So, Brazil Malawi with a run. All smiles from Mal Meninga. All the coaching staff on the sideline at Old Trafford. Ballers with Campbell Gillard. They are set left here, Australia. Just a moment for the Fox. Cleary, this is the way they come. Cleary with the ball. No. Dummy and caught by defence. I think Munster still wants it left. I saw Malawi with the ball back in front of the posts. Into the final minute we go at Old Trafford. The dreams achieved for Australia, and then trying to roll over the line. Not able to do so. Campbell Gillard with the play the ball. Hunt goes wide. Tedesco. Step. Right foot. Double. Still alive for Australia. Martin with the ball. They're going backwards. Hunt. Then left. Cleary long. Here it is. Mitchell with it. It started with a Mitchell try. It'll finish with a Mitchell try.
Bye.
United Australian side in green and gold glory at Old Trafford. Mitchell with a try-double. Tedesco with a try-double. What a moment. The World Cup is there. And what a ball from Nathan Cleary. That pass, that ball on the pass.
That boys.
The hands of Mitchell. The start over there with Martin. Just watch this pass here, under pressure, bang. Mitchell on the outside of Crichton. The pass was
So I
perfect.
think Crichton was waiting to intercept. But then the guy got the ball.
The salute's there as he goes down to the fence. What a moment for the Kangaroos. What a way to top off the tournament. They have the last say at Old Trafford. What a sight. Touch of Greg Inglis about the finish there. One of the greats of the Australian game.
Boys. Marcalo.
Yes,
Marcalo.
They've taken the shot at goal while all that was happening and missed. It does not matter. Australia have done it. The immortal Mal Meninga. The home again of an Australian victory.
Hey guys, well that's it.
3 from 3 at Old Trafford. They won in 2000, 40 points to 12. They were superb in 2013, winning 34-2. And in this World Cup, mission accomplished, beating Samoa by 30 points to 10.
Well, a big sigh of relief there on the flight from Mal Meninga because Old Trafford has erupted in the green and gold of Australia. They have been crowned World Cup champions in a display of global rugby league dominance. The Kangaroos 30-10 point winners over Samoa. Greg Alexander, Corey Parker and James Graham. Celebrations have begun for the Aussies. They've done the double, the men's and the women's. What an historic moment for the game.